Okay, so we're back. Not even a full day
No, it hasn't even been 24 hours.
after the last podcast, man. But we realized we left something out.
What did we leave out?
We had said yesterday that we would talk about it at the end of the episode. Then we got sidetracked and completely forgot to get back to it because we definitely try to keep these under an hour. I really want to get them down to about 30 minutes. But so we just kind of lost sight. But we need to talk about Morgan.
Oh, yeah, Morgan. Yeah, he's crossing
going to
over,
Fear
baby.
the Walking Dead.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, though, and I don't want to keep complaining. I mean, that's kind of why we have this, I guess. We all vent. You know, we love the show, but we get things off our chest here. I was so excited when they said it was going to be Abraham, or they never said it, but when people were speculating,
assumed, yeah.
Right. That's perfect. And I think they said it makes sense with the timeline that he would run into them right around this time in this area because he was in that vicinity. But so I don't know, man. I mean, we all have assumed that Morgan's going to die this season. That's been the general consensus amongst us. So I guess I'm being positive in saying that if he is going to die, I'm thankful we get to see his character continue. But I wonder how they're going to do it. Is it going to be like going back in time, so like he's not going to have his ninja skills and stick fighting ability? Or have you heard anything on it? I really hadn't. And some of these questions may have been answered in articles and I just hadn't read them, which is why we have this little online Walking Dead community. You guys can correct me, but
so it'll have to be before his encounter with what was the guy's name
Eastman.
from Drew Carey show? Eastman. Yeah. So yeah, I think he's just going to be a family man, just struggling to survive. You know, he's never taken a life. He's just a man, you know, that loves his wife and his son. And
I wonder how that's going to fit on the timeline, though, because, you know, Rick found him in season 3, right pretty much where he had left him or in that area. So I wonder if it's going to be, you know, before that or if it's going to be after he found Rick. Maybe he did. I mean, that's a long ways to go, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, from what I understand, I'm pretty sure it's like before him and his wife and son actually make it to Atlanta. I think his wife and son are going to be a part of the story.
Oh, really? So maybe he wasn't from Atlanta originally.
No, I think they just kind of like, you know, that's just where they ended up in their journeys.
Okay, maybe so. Like I said, I'm a really big fan of Morgan, and I'm a really big fan of Lenny James. So I'm glad to see him continue. I do see that it didn't look like he was all that excited about it on the Fear the Walking Dead where he was talking about it.
Yeah, I missed that. I'll admit I did not see that, but
I only
he
saw a little
excited.
bit. But I guess at least his character gets to continue on.
Assuming he's going to die. I mean, it is kind of a logical conclusion, but we don't know.
I think that a lot of people were saying the way they had said it, because I just kind of watched the recap, and I think the way a lot of people said it was like he said, yeah, I hate leaving the walk, you know, something to the effect of like hating to leave the Walking Dead.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm pretty sure he kind of confirmed his own death there, unless they're trying to throw people off.
Yeah, I was going to say, it could be like a false positive or something.
Yeah, maybe just trying to throw people a little off his trail, but yeah, so we just kind of didn't get a chance to talk about that on the last podcast, so we just wanted to discuss it. I mean, I really don't have as much to say, except I don't want to down it just yet. I mean, I really would honestly prefer to see Abraham just because I love Abraham so much. I'd love to see him on the screen more, and I haven't gotten back around to watching Fear. I want to. And I haven't, but I feel like Abraham being on there was the push I needed to really get back into it. But
not to mention, as soon as I'm ready to sink my teeth back in, they pull it off Netflix.
Yeah,
I was like,
no
what the
kidding.
devil?
I did that. I sat down probably about a month ago or so and sat down and was like, all right, time to get caught up on Fear the Walking Dead. Because my dad's been telling me, like, man, you don't know what you're missing. It's actually turned around and it's pretty good. It was slow, but it's gotten... And he said the last finale was awesome. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'll give it a chance. So sat down, and it wasn't there. So instead, I just watched Preacher on demand or Hulu.
Yeah, that's another one I need to catch back up.
It's awesome.
It'd be wild, though, man, if like they really throw a twist in there, like Morgan has the choice of staying and helping, you know, defeat Negan, or somehow he can travel back in time to try to save his wife and son, you know?
I
like
don't think he's going to have that option.
You know? Like he discovers a TARDIS. I don't know what could happen, but
it would be cool. I wonder if they'll ever jump, you know, skip Fear the Walking Dead forward so that it can be in the same time
like
as the show.
With it.
Right?
Yeah.
So they want it to, because I'm sure this is probably because at first they said the shows will not cross over. I remember them saying that, like, specifically.
Yeah.
You know, they might have teased a little bit, but they were like, you know, no, these are two separate stories. They will not cross over. blah, 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 blah. This is all happening while Rick's in his coma. And now they're crossing over. So maybe this will be kind of like the experiment. And if it does good enough, who knows? Maybe they'll merge the two casts. I mean, that's a big operation. And that'll probably never happen. But
yeah. I mean, I guess it just depends on how long Fear, runs for. I mean, if the show were to get the axe, it would, it wouldn't be so hard to throw some, at least a couple characters into the main series.
Do you think that Morgan was a good choice for that, or do you think that they should have went with like Abraham or someone else? Like, who would you like to see? Because keep in mind, you can go back in time, so you can even bring back dead characters. So, do you think that Morgan was the best choice for that?
Personally, and I don't even know how it would fit in, but I think Merle would have been awesome just because I loved Merle.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I think Morgan's as good as anyone. I mean, Abraham would have been, would have been nice to see him back. But.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people loved Abraham, but they didn't realize how much they loved him until they lost him. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where they're just like, yeah, Abraham, he'll probably die in the premiere, whatever. But then after he's gone, you're like, oh, wow, this feels empty. I actually miss Abraham more than I miss Glenn, and I didn't think that if you would have asked me beforehand, who would I miss more, I'd be like, Psh, Glenn's my boy. I'd miss Glenn. But I think I miss Abraham a lot more than I miss Glenn. He just brought such a different, personality to the group.
Yeah.
But so you think Morgan's just as good as any, you suppose?
Yeah, I mean, it's not something I'm really that hyped for anyway. So I'm just like, oh, all right.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm going to watch it because, again, I really like Lenny James and I like Morgan. And I think that he plays that character so well. He does a great job of making him look so conflicted and so just damaged. And I'm sure as an actor, that can't be an easy thing to do, to have to keep flip-flopping back and forth. And, he does it fantastically. So I am glad that we will at least, even though we are almost, I think all across the board, almost everyone's sure that he's dying this season. So it's cool to see him still in the universe,
Yeah, it will be nice. And, maybe once I get caught up on Fear the Walking Dead, maybe I will be more stoked for it.
Yeah, likewise, because I was going to say, the fact that I haven't really watched past season 2, I mean, I don't know where they're at. I don't know what's happening. I mean, maybe Morgan will be exactly what the show needs.
Yeah, could be.
So what do you think, listeners? Are you excited to see Morgan in the Fear the Walking Dead world? Do you think they could have made a better choice? Or do you think they should just can the show and be done with it? Or do you think they should just merge the two shows together and bring the best of both together? What do you think? Leave it in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button. We talk all things Walking Dead, and we do pretty much an episode-by-episode discussion. Every now and again, we'll throw a random video in there like this one. But we also are about to start doing a lot more. Some game commentating. We talk comics. We're going to talk, we're going to go like to some scary places with like some GoPros, which doesn't sound as exciting when I say it like that. But we've got a lot of ideas and things in the works to grow this channel. So be on the ground floor as we try to expand this thing and hit that subscribe button.
Exciting times.
Exciting times. Once again, I'm Justin.
Yeah, I'm JP.
And we'll see you next time.